the Bible is saying, do not fret because of evil men. Not be envious of those who do wrong. For like green grass, they will wither. These are not just stealing money. They will wither just like green grass by midday. Like morning dew, they will have withered away. Corruption and mismanagement, of course, is becoming a problem, but that's not something that should waste a lot of our time. The reason why sometimes corruption is there is also that the resources are few, the people who are looking for those resources are many, and if, in my view, if we all worked on production, generating resources, we could fight this corruption. I don't want to say that we do not have bad people here who are brought up badly, especially by very poor mothers, and you think that when we give you money for buying children of medicine, you can think about that. For Molago, you steal that money, and these are accountants. This is a total disaster. Very, very nauseating. Total disaster. We are planned for this. Money for immunization of children, you steal money. And then you feel very happy that you have built the house. I have my sister who is in the deliverance church, the Dr. Tibarokokas, those who know those powerful people. My sister tells you that your children will have a curse the 4th generation. So if some of you are having those curses, in your home and nobody ever gets married, you never get any graduation, exams come, you are the one whose eyes are bringing tears, and so on. We are giving you supplementary, and so on. Then you start saying it is your stepmother. Your stepmother from where? From where? Either your father or your grandfather or your great-grandfather did something bad. So what you are supposed to do, come to us. Some of us are prayer warriors. And some of us are prayer warriors. You can bind, yes, we can bind that from you. Come to our church, we bind that from you and move just like that. Don't say, I come from that home, nothing ever good comes from our home. For us, our home is like that. Nothing ever good comes. That in economics, we call it is a theory. It's an economic theory. I got it at the London School of Economics. This is Lev Soska. And this is 1965. It is culture of poverty thesis, or culture of poverty theory. I don't want anybody here to have culture of poverty thesis, culture of poverty trap. You need to transcend that parochialism, those trivial thinking, and be able to transcend all those cultural barriers. You adopt a culture of winning. You adopt a culture of resistance. And of course, some of us who come from Kigezi, we have a better dose than most of you. I'm not stopping any of you to advertise where you come from. Just advertise where you come from, nobody's stopping you. But for us who come from Kigezi, we had an opportunity of the church coming early. And then the revival coming from Rwanda, from Gahini, it came to join church in Namirembe. Then the boiling point was in my village. Thank God, it is called Ugarama village. And in that village, you clap for that village, then I tell you. That village also has the largest number of professors. Here in Uganda, professors were about 94. And I think our village produces about 25% of those. And the reason is simple, not because we are the most brilliant, but because really, we are fine people. It's not that we are being proud, but it produces fine people. Professor Mondo Kabonyera. You see, Governor Tumusimi Mutibiri, Professor Governor Mutibiri, Professor Kwesiga, the husband is really Professor, Professor George, Professor Charles Kwesiga, Professor Kachita. These are fine. Johnny Bikangaga, he was our chairman appointments board of Makerere. You would not hear that anybody is not promoted in Makerere. Until Johnny Bikangaga, he was also chairman of the Uganda Public Service Commission. The best chairman you can ever have. And then Kabonyera came. And of course, I don't know whether after you have problems or not. You want to advertise your people from your area. But for us, the church was very fundamental. And when we hear that somebody is stealing money, can you imagine that somebody is stealing money in the Ministry of Health? Money for immunization for children. Is this person, is this a real person or is an animal? If we hear that some of us are doing that, then it is not we are just running from you. We are just running from you. We are just running from you. If you hear that, we would not have got from our, for us the breast milk we suckled from our mothers was of salvation, was of goodness, was of humanism, was of doing the right thing. I wish everybody got mothers like those. But this idea of an accountant, principal accountant, all the money has been stolen, all the books of accounts are clean, yet there is nothing done. When are we going to change from this as a culture shift? We have the issue of digitization. This one I've talked about last day. And I want you to know that we are transiting from traditional way of doing things to digitizing our systems. And that's why I told you that we need to go to Netherlands. Currently, Netherlands doesn't even have money. If you want to go to Netherlands and you have money that you please, I'm just advising you. I'm just advising you. The entire money is digital. The central bank is digital. You know, in the central bank, we're also working on CBDs, central bank digital currencies. We are moving to see whether it is, because like at Bank of Uganda, our highest cost, actually our highest cost is printing of money. The amount of money we are spending on printing. Why? Because most of you don't even know how to handle money. Even like I see you in the church. Because you are not good people, you want to give money, you have a lot of money in your pocket, you are moving it, you just do like this. You first squeeze the money, then you put it. By the time you do that, when you do that 10 times, then we need to print again that currency. The currency has lost value. And I can't tell you, you need to know the amount of money, the amount of currency we destroy every day. And every destruction we replace. And the replacing you pay. You pay not in shillings, in case some of you think we pay in shillings. You pay in dollars. So if you are good people, you know how to handle yourselves. You are not hiding. You get the money from your pocket, give it in the church. But you are a person who grown up in the home of hiding things. Things are never transparent. Nothing is done in the light. As our mothers told us, especially East African Bible, everything is hidden for you, everything is in darkness. The Bible says in Hebrews chapter 4, verse 13, everything done in darkness is eventually not even brought to light, but on a mountain. That's International Version. King James is brought to light. International Version, on the mountain. So you continue doing these things hidden. One day you will have a bad day and things are going to be brought. Jesus, if you know how to read the Bible, you go there and read it. You continue doing things in the dark, it is in the dark, things are going to come in the light. Hebrews 4:13. So I'm going to end by thanking you, President, that I hope you are going to be good people. We can have a turnaround of our lives. And they can go to Onoruta here. If you want to get saved and do very good accounting, you can put up your hand. You go Onoruta here. It's not very hard to save me. I'm getting saved today. I want to really do work which Uganda can be proud about. That I'm an accountant in this institution. This institution is the best institution. It's at the forefront from Uganda's development. And we have institutions here, which I don't want to mention, because I work with most of them. But I've worked with most institutions, which we can say are blue ocean institutions. Blue ocean are institutions that are working beyond competition. Institutions which are really good and are meeting their goals. And some of you are coming from those institutions. So I want you to borrow the leaf from those institutions. And one of them, of course, is that they are putting resources to good use. So this is what we want you to do. So I would like to end by just picking a few verses for you. Some of us who grew up in the church. I want to pick, and I'm going to say it here, I want to pick Psalms 37, 1 to 4. And I want everybody to see me properly. I want everybody to see me properly. The Bible says in the Psalms 37, 1, I'm going to read the 4 verses, 1 to 4, that this is David, is the one who wrote these verses. David is the father to Solomon, the second king of Israel, David the second king. Sorry, the first, David the second, Solomon the third, then we do not hear anything from after Jeroboam and Rehoboam. You hear northern Israel, which was captured by Assyria, then you hear the Byzantine, the Romans, then the Ottomans, which destroyed Syria. You are hearing problems in Jordan, and then Hamas. You are just hearing Hamas. And Israel, which we are having problems from that time. We don't have time for that. That's for another day. But David is telling you that in Psalms 37, 1 to 4, as I sit down, that do not fret because of evil men. Those who didn't go to good schools, fret is F-R-E-E-T. If you may not have been in a very good school, it means jealous. So do not fret. Not everybody will pass. Not all of us were in Namakunga and small. Some of us were in 470 kilometers from here. But we are here competing effectively. You come here and compete. If you are in Namakunga and Gaza, why did they call you to be the one to talk here? Why did they call you? So God has given us time in equal measure. God has given us the same head, the same hand in equal measure. Whether I'm in Kabale, I will compete with them. They didn't call you, they called me. I started 417 kilometers from here, and the Bible is saying, do not fret because of evil men. Not be envious of those who do wrong. For like green grass, they will wither. These are not just killing money. They will wither just like green grass by midday. Like morning dew, they will have withered away. And you have been seeing them. You have been seeing them. Trust in the Lord and do good. Those who don't know the Lord, trust in morality and do good. Trust in humanity and do good. Trust in humanism and do good. This is what the country is looking for. The country is not looking for people who do disastrous things. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy the good pasture. This is verse 3. Delight in the Lord, and the Lord will give you the desires of your heart. So those who want to build houses, they don't know. You don't know 80 houses, that you want to steal money to build 80 houses. You are casting your children, 4th generation. Then you are claiming that we're in a good house or somewhere, I don't know, in Muyenga, or where we are driving the car, we can never reach your home, the home is in Urban Islam, we can't reach there, you are claiming you are in Urban Islam and Urban favelas, those who move globally like in Brazil, or in Chipere in Kenya, or in Nigeria. So this is what I wanted to tell you, that God, if you allow me to turn into a pastor in 30 seconds, can curse your children for the work you have done in the 4th generation. Don't let our children be cursed because of your actions.